Well, good morning, YouTube. I'm trying here to demonstrate or show a result of my change out in my turn signal driving or parking lights, I guess you'd say, in the front to an LED switchback light that I ordered from Amazon. And I believe they're called it's out by a company called, and I'll just show you this real quick. It's called, if I can get the light right, IJDM Toy LED series. And it's an LED switchback light for a 3-inch Harley Davidson front or rear turn signal parking lamp. And what this lamp does, which I'll show you briefly, is it's a easy switch out, and it took me like 5 minutes to change them both. Very easy. But which I'll demonstrate here in just a minute is it's a LED light, and in their brochure or in their sales literature, I guess you'd say, online, they do recommend that you might get a load stabilizer for LED lights. And they gave a recommendation for that, but I went ahead and ordered it without that because I wanted to try them first. On my 2005 Harley Heritage Softail I have here, in the rear of the bike I put a kit in there that Harley sells that makes your turn signal brake lights on all the time. And they function as a brake light and a turn signal in conjunction with your center brake tail light. So I have a nice visible system on the back so that I don't get run into, hopefully. And I know that the Harleys come out with LED lights for the back and everything, and they're really bright. I found mine to be quite sufficient for that. But these front turn signal lights and park lights were not quite as bright as I'd like, and so, or at least noticeable. And I had done a couple other things to my driving lights. I'd gone to the PIA super bright white light for my driving lights, and then I went to a brighter white for my headlight, high beam, low beam. And I believe that that's a Sylvania, if I'm not mistaken. But I tried just LED lights, and they didn't work. I couldn't get them for the turn signal. I couldn't get the brightness I wanted. So I saw this, and I thought, well, I'll give it a try. Harley's is a great system, but they want a lot of money for it. So I'm going to give a demonstration here. I hope you don't mind me holding the camera around in such a way. I'm going to walk over here and turn my ignition on and try to see what I'm doing here. Okay, got that turned. Okay, my lights are on. As you can see, the amber driving lights are quite bright. It has a center LED light in its design, and it's like, I think it said like 5 watts, so it kicks out quite a bit of light. It's a pretty bright white light. And then being a switchback system, when you turn your signal on, it switches to an amber light in the perimeter in a design. And in this particular case, it not only flashes those amber lights as a turn signal, which side ever you're working with, but it also flashes the center light, so it brings attention to the fact that you're making a turn left or right for your oncoming traffic, which I thought was just an excellent idea, and I didn't realize that that would be the case. But I'm going to show you what that looks like real quick. I'm going to turn my left turn signal on, and as you can see, it flashes, and then the center light flashes as well, so it brings up an additional notice, I guess you'd say. And then, of course, the right one would do the same thing. And then if you were in a emergency situation, Of course, both lights would flash and do the same thing as that. So I think it's a pretty cool setup. It was like less than $50, $48 on Amazon. And if you take their free freight, it takes like 3 or 4 days to get it in, depending on where you are in the country or where. And if you're on Amazon Prime, of course, I'll guarantee it'd be a lot quicker than that. But anyway, it's called IJDM Toy LED series, and they do a lot of different LED light systems. I've worked with them before. I put an LED system in my car, and they were excellent to work with, so I highly recommend them. So I'll put this up on YouTube, and I hope you guys enjoy it. Gives you another point. I didn't need to do an LED load setup on it. I didn't have to add anything to the system to keep it from a hyper flash. They do recommend that. Maybe in some bikes it does, but on my 2005 Heritage, I didn't need to do that because I believe I have enough set up on my rear lights to balance out the load, so I didn't need to add another system into the bike itself. But look at it, investigate it yourself, and if you go for it, I think you will not be displeased with it at all. I'm very happy with it, and I hope you guys have a great day. I'm going to get out and try to get a ride in today before the weather changes on us. Have a good day, and keep the wheels down and ride safe.